Hi, I am Rachel Matthews, and I am here today to tell you guys about augmentative and alternative communications. I am a senior at Southern University. I graduate next fall, 2021, and my future plans are to work with individuals with language disabilities, especially, well, specifically children, I would prefer. And I chose this topic because they have a lot of individuals out here who cannot speak language, and we have a lot of communication devices such as mobile phones, iPads, tablets, etc., that can get across their communication needs on a daily basis. So if y'all can bear with me one moment, I have a PowerPoint presentation for you guys. Augmentative and alternative communication, better known as AAC, speech 365, language disorders. What is AAC? Augmentative Alternative Communication is a research clinical practice that studies communication approaches which compensate for temporary permanent communication impairments, activity limitation, and participation restrictions of individuals with severe disorders. And AAA excuse me, an AAC system processes maximum functions and effective communication through uses of aided or unaided symbols. They are also referred to either as high or low technology systems. High technology communication systems, high tech, better known as, utilize microcomputers and special software. Low light tech, which is low technology communication systems, utilize symbols, boards, books, and other objects that are made commercially by service providers or family members. High-low technology systems. High technology requires a power source, requires specialized repair, access directly or indirectly, uses finger or head pointers, synthesized or digitized speech, voice inputs, communication aids, expensive to purchase and maintain. Low technology, no electronic parts, but can include electromechanical switches, easy to maintain, but setup and maintenance can be costly. Letterboards, checkbooks, schedules, etc. American Sign Language, British Sign Language, Iceland, American, etc. languages. Multimodal communication includes vocalization, speech, facial expression, gestures, movement, and body language. Also, reading and electronic messages are part of communicating as well, preferably nonverbal. High-tech systems break down, low-tech systems may be lost or does not contain needed vocabulary. It helps ensure a person who uses AAC systems can be implemented as needed. Further speech and language development skills. A single case design study shows that the use of multimodal intervention and speech intervention results in an increase of speech quantity and speech quality. King and D. Thorne, 2013. We have the interprofessional teams. First, we have us, speech language pathologists, which provides communication assessments and intervention. We have occupational therapists that assist with seating and positioning. We have physical therapists that provide advice and therapy for motor problems. We have the technical staff to assist with any high tech systems and technology. We have rehabilitation engineers to customize equipment, regular special educators to ensure that the child education and social needs are considered. Employing interprofessional collaborative teams to provide AAC interventions not only increases the potential for academic achievement, but social participation for children who uses AAC systems, but is consistent with U.S. federal education legislation and agreed on a good practice. Hunt, Soto, Mayor, Muller, and Ghost 2002. We have some pictures of AAC devices from the modern technology up until now. Children who benefit from AAC. Children with language impairments using AAC systems and have one thing in common: inability to use speech as a communication. Instead, AAC devices are apprehended. 63% of young people with a language disorder called cerebral palsy had impaired speech skills. 32% was provided AAC systems, and only 25% of them use AAC systems at school or at home. Since the late 1980s, it has been recognized that nonverbal children may benefit from AAC systems and no prerequisite skills are necessary. Children learn to use AAC systems but prefer to use mobile technology as a way of communicating with other individuals. Children with challenging behavior, escaping or avoiding an activity. I don't like this place and want to leave now. They might be playing in the playground at the mall or a setting to where it's supposed to be engaging for kids, but they just don't like and it's not for excitement anymore. We have having a break from the situation. I'm tired and want to take a rest before doing more. They might have ran for about 2 or 3 minutes and they're extremely tired and they would like to take a break before proceeding. Provide sensory stimulations to compensate for boredom or if the child is unable to occupy himself, herself in meaningful activities. Gaining attention. Hey, look, obtaining a desired object. I want that. Children with ASD. An AAC system may benefit children with ASD that have no spoken language or can't speak at all. It supports their receptive and expressive language needs. The AAC system allows them to make sense of their world by using visual symbols, such as photographs, words, signs, etc., to help them organize their day. Children with physical disabilities. Children with physical disabilities use AAC systems in order to identify what facilitates and impedes language learning. Access to suitable AAC systems can be costly and without undue fatigue is of paramount importance. Many children with physical disabilities are unable to switch on by themselves, not always available, or they can't easily reach them. These are pictures of children with challenging behaviors and adults as well, along with a iPad in the middle. The little boy playing on the playground. And we have a guy who's running a bicycle race. AAC assessment, phase one. Initial assessment for today. To gain picture of the child's current level of functioning in order to develop a communication system that will meet the child's immediate needs, which includes physical, cognitive, language, and sensory skills, will be accessed. Current communication needs access as well. Phase two, detailed assessment for tomorrow. Develop a system that will serve the child a variety of contexts with a varied communication partner. Future interactions and participation considered. System needs to facilitate a variety of interactions, academic participation, and social partners. AAC assessment continued. Phase 3. Ensure that the system continues to meet the child's needs, that he or she matures and becomes involved in different activities across a variety of contact and partners. Frequency of follow-up varies depending on the need of individuals. Young children need more follow-up assessments, adolescents with development language starting work less. Adolescents with developed language starting work need less frequent assessments. AAC intervention. System for Argument Language promotes language and increases language production in elementary school children. When individuals with several disabilities start using AAC's language skills, improve even if their teachers had no specific training. Treating a child who uses AAC systems as a company communicator may be helpful when using co-construction techniques. AAC should be introduced during the period of language development to avoid communication failure in later years. It is important to note that there is no evidence that AAC impeded speech performance. AAC systems can augment or replace speech communication. AAC is an ongoing process. It is important for all children to have functional communication systems or whatever their level of ability. AAC can be effective for use of children that have challenging behavior. The family should be included in all parts of the intervention. Signs and gestures. This is a precursor of spoken language for developing in young children. Some sign language used by the deaf community are not AAC systems, but instead is language of their own right, which is the language they learned beforehand before using AAC systems. The use of sign language is to help people communicate they have the ability. that have disability. Language and speech development. An AAC system should be introduced as soon as it is probable that this child's speech is not functional. AAC should be a last resort after every option has been exhausted. AAC hinders speech development was a myth, but researchers have proven a different perspective. And this concludes my PowerPoint on augmentative and alternative communications. My references is from An Introduction to Children with Language Disorders by Vicki A. Reed, which is our prerequisite course book. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy. And this concludes my PowerPoint. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.